What's up, guys? Mason the Rock Henderson here, and this is Criminal Minds Season 12, Episode 15, Alpha Male. So this one was kind of all over the place as far as the main case went. Um, I would say that the stuff with Spencer is definitely a lot more interesting, but still kind of cliche. But let's talk about the case first, because honestly, I wasn't sure what exactly was going on through most of it. I mean, at first, based on the quote, it seemed like it was going to be, this month is, I'm pretty sure this month is Women's Appreciation Month. I've been seeing some stuff about it, so I thought going into it from that quote from Michelle Obama, I'm like, okay, so is this their Women's Appreciation episode? But all of a sudden, like one of the victims is a man, and so it's like, okay, well, so it's not. What is it? And then all of a sudden on the plane, they start talking about how some in other cultures, like women are treated poorly and women are not as fairly treated over there, and we need to respect the women. I'm just like, so it is a Women's Appreciation Month episode, and all of a sudden it starts talking about couples. I'm like, wait, is this a Valentine's Day episode? Like, what is this? And it just went all over the place, and all of a sudden there's this website where people are comparing, like making fun of these people who look perfect, just talking about, oh, let's mock them because they look so good. And then all of a sudden they're matching these pictures of these people to some of the victims, and they look very similar. So it's like, oh, so that's what it is. And all of a sudden, this one woman that's not even looking like anybody on the website, it gets attacked, and it's because she and this one guy who's on the website were hooking up, and they were together. So apparently that angered the sub. I'm like, what is this? What is the point of all of this? It just bounced from place to place to place. It wasn't focused. I don't know what the point of the story was. At the end of it, I don't know if it's supposed to be about the couples. I don't know if it's supposed to be about respecting other people or respecting women. I don't know what it is. The case itself just, it seemed pointless. It seemed like, okay, so they're here, and then 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 they're here. And now they found the unsub because he just happened to be on the website. Honestly, it was probably the most sporadic case I've ever seen on this show. Most of the time, it feels like they're following a line of logic. They're following a line of thought that's taking them down the path of, okay, so we've got the unsub figured out. We know what they're up to. Oh, we're getting little clues that's changing our thinking a little bit. And then we get kind of one big break in the case where it's like, okay, now we know who we're looking for. Now we know the area that we're looking for. And so we just find somebody that matches the profile, boom, bam, we're on it. This one, it felt like there was no profile, really. They did give the profile at one point, but I don't know how they come up with the profile. I don't know how it all related to everything. It was very strange overall. Just, I don't know. It was, like I said, the most unfocused case I think I've ever seen. Going from, oh, he's talking about attacking women, but a man was attacked. Well, they're attacking the people in these pictures. Okay, well, now somebody who wasn't. Well, couples maybe. Oh, no, not them. There's just bizarre. But in the end, they stop him. Walker, the robot, he's the one that talks him down, surprisingly enough. Actually, he doesn't really talk him down. Like if somebody else had gone in there, they may have been able to talk him down and convince him to not do any of it. But he goes in and starts just like telling him, yeah, you're completely right in what you're doing. And then all of a sudden at the end says, oh, and I'm an FBI agent. So he tries to spray him with the acid, but he stops him. And then just says, oh yeah, I'll get your manifesto out. And he's just like, as they take him away, and I'm just like, well, the only way that could have been more uninteresting is if the FBI agent who's giving the speech turned out to be uninteresting. Oh, right, yeah, Walker, completely uninteresting. Great, the most uninteresting scene in the world. So yeah, it was just kind of a sloppy ending to a sloppy case, in my opinion. Just how all of it was handled, very, very bizarre. However, the Spencer stuff is kind of interesting just because Spencer's now in an area that he's never really been before. He's definitely out of his comfort zone. He's not the toughest member of the team. And honestly, that's kind of been his charm. It's just been where we have all these tough FBI agents who are like ready to fight. They can, they're fighters. They track down the bad guys. They arrest people. Spencer is the smart one. He's got the brains, but he's not exactly the brawn. That's kind of been the one aspect that he brings to the team that I think really works for him. And so seeing him now, he's the one in prison, and now he's having to deal with all of this. It's very interesting from that point of view. However, like I said, a little bit of a cliche because we have the inmates. There's some sort of like higher order where he has to make payments to this one guy who's in charge of everything, and the guards hate him for some reason. Like one of the guards knows he's a Fed, keeps threatening to tell everybody he's a Fed, and it just seems to be for no reason. Just like what's his hatred toward Feds? We never find out. We just it seems like at one point he helps him, and then he just said, "Do I need to write you up?" Even though he really did nothing. And it's just like, why does it feel like every single time a good guy goes to prison, we have the same story? We have the guards who are corrupt. We have the corrupt system inside of the prison. We have inmates that work for each other, and there's always that one that's the head of everything, and they always hate our main character for some reason. It always happens this way. No matter the show, no matter who goes to prison, it's the same every time. However, the one shining light is Reed does make a friend. There's this guy who apparently used to be an FBI agent. Reed recognizes him, and he comes in and helps and kind of saves Reed one night. And somehow, I don't know how this all worked out, but somehow Reed ended up in the cell right next to him. And so now they're kind of forming a friendship, and I'm thinking he's going to be the one that's going to help Reed get through this, because he's going to be in here for a while. So I do like that friendship, and I like how they utilize that, and really, it was believable. Just him stepping in. He knows that Reed's a Fed. He's heard his story. He knows what's going on. So I just like the fact that they handled that well. But the rest of it, just really cliche, and I don't know. I feel like I want to see one show where somebody goes to prison, they get in there, and it's nothing like any other show we've seen. It's not like this. Oh, you go in there and everybody hates you. Even the guards hate you, and the guards are corrupt, and they're being paid off, and they're shutting off lights so people can attack you. I'm just like, good God, is this what every prison is really like? Like I don't know. TV shows obviously think this is how it is. So, but all in all, it's not a the case was all over the place, but the Spencer stuff was interesting. So it was kind of a episode. It wasn't terrible, but it definitely could be a lot better. So hopefully from here on out, the cases pick up a little bit because I haven't seen a case that bad in a while. And hopefully the Spencer stuff continues to kind of take the forefront of the show. So that's about it for me. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. What did you like and dislike about this episode? Let me know. We can talk about it and discuss all that good stuff. Leave a like and subscribe for future Criminal Minds reviews, and I'll see you at the next one. Peace out.